What is happening, guys? It's your boy PeakumFunFan97, and I will be showing you guys how to use Compressor, the new Compressor 5.4.1. If we were going to go to Compressor, about Compressor 4.1, it's the newest and latest version of Compressor that Apple has came out with. So to use and how to work out the new Compressor, it looks so much different from the previous and older version of Compressor, where everything looks so much different. It kind of looks like the new iMovie, but like Final Cut Pro 10, iMovie, and Motion. They all look kind of the same. They're all based on the same look and feel. So to begin with, when you open up Compressor, it's going to look just like this. If you click Show right there, it gives you built-in presets. Now these presets help you to organize and to export whatever you're going to be using specifically. So if you were to go to the first one, which is Add to iTunes Library, if you click the arrow, it gives you a preset. Now this means, if I were to make this bigger so you can see it, it says for Apple devices HD best quality. This means that it's going to export to this. So how do we do this? Like, how do we first export and select? How do we import a footage? To begin with, I don't want to confuse you all. We want to go into Add File, and this will add any videos, any formats such as .mp4, AVI, .flv, I don't know, let's see, MPEG, MOV, .mov, I don't know, there's a lot. So I'm going to select this one. It's the wine glass with a goldfish in it. So I'm going to select Add, import it. Now it's going to say select one or more settings. So you have built in, again, I already told you, like the ones on the left, it will have it right here. So you can select this one right here, Apple devices HD for best quality. You can go to create a Blu-ray. You select that. Now you have to click down the arrow, because if you just select this, it's going to tell you again which one you want to select. So just click the down arrow and select one of these. So Dolby Digital, that's for standard DVD players. And you got H.264 for Blu-ray, DVD players. You can create a standard DVD, which would be Dolby Digital or MPEG 2 for DVD. Prepare for HTTP live streaming. So this is if you want to live stream, and it creates that export for you. You can publish it to Facebook in HD 720p, again with Vimeo and YouTube. Apple devices, it gives you more options. Apple devices HD, it gives you best quality, most compatible, and just standard definition for Apple devices such as iPod, iPad, and iPhone. You got motion graphics, audio formats. If you were to, you can also get a video and convert it to an audio file, which is pretty cool, or you can import a audio file and convert it to a different file format. So you can go AAC file, probably for iTunes, AC3, AIF or AIFF, CAF, EC3, MP3, which is going to be the most common, and WAV file for Windows. You got motion graphics. You don't have to really mess around with all these presets. You got MPEG files, broadcasting. So if you're going to broadcast to somewhere, you can ProRes. Now ProRes, keep in mind that ProRes does have a very high file size if you're going to export it with this. But it's kind of it's made more for Apple devices such as Macs and Mac Pros. So if you were gonna export this, keep in mind that you're gonna have a large file size, but the quality will be very great, and it's usually most used for Final Cut Pro. So you got uncompressed and your standard video sharing services. If I were you, I'd go to video sharing services and select one. Go to H.720p. If you can select 4K for 4K displays, 1080p, you got large, whatever. You can just select those. Location, this is where it's going to be saved to. So you can save it to your desktop, movies, or other. If you click other, it just opens up the little finder and select it from there. I'm going to save it to my desktop. I would recommend you guys to do this as well. So click OK. Now it's in your preset is now saved. So you can say that your settings right here, your location, and your file name. You can add more videos if you want to, which is very nice. So you don't have to do it one by one. You can do it multiple videos. Then you click Start Batch and you're done. Over here where it says Active, when you start it, so click Start Batch, it's going to import it to Active. If you click the down arrow, it says status processing. If you click it again, processing once more, and then it says processing transcoding. So the one on the very bottom is going to tell you what it's actually doing. Completed once it's finished. If you click over here on the top right, this is your inspector tool. Not you have to select something first and then inspect it. You can check the name, the jobs and outputs. So the jobs is something how it's exporting, and the output is once it's finished. So like output, that's where it's going to output it to. And then it says date added. And then you got current, again, just your normal stuff. You got your presets, locations. This is where you can save it to. You can also hide this little panel, or you can show it. You click this little plus icon, it gives you a new setting. You can create your own preset. Format, you can create any of these. Say if you want to do H.264, you give it a description, you click OK, and then it's going to be right here with the customs, or with the custom presets. If you click settings, you can duplicate it, you can delete it, and you can save as a droplet. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't know, figure out for yourself. I don't really know it. File, you can add a file, image sequence. Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff you can do with it, so they're trying to limit it as much as possible. So now once it's completed, it's going to tell you right here. And if you want to clear it, your history, it's going to be a lot of them. Just click clear history and it'll delete them, just like so. So if this helped you in any way in how to use compressor, go ahead and leave a like in the description. Don't leave yet. Before, if you go to add file, I forgot to show you this. Let's import a video footage, select something. You can also, I forgot to tell you this, you can move ahead on the player right here. So you can also just click play, and it will give you a preview of your video file. It gives you the time right here. So you can also just speed it up by, if you click and drag your mouse, it speeds up, or kind of drags the footage. This, if you can import a chapter list, so you can cut it. So if you don't like the place where you saved it, so say you want to start here, you can just click this little arrow to there and right here. So say you only wanted to export this little portion, you can do that. Then you click this. You can remove all markers. So this, if you had a marker, if you just click it and you click add marker, and if you were to skip ahead and add a marker, this is really great if you want to import, or it's really useful. So if you click it again, you can remove all markers and that will get rid of them. You can set a poster frame. I'm not sure what this poster frame does specifically, but no one's really going to use poster frames, trust me. So I'm going to clear it. And that's really all you can use with the preview little panel right here with the footage. So that is really all of compressor. Go ahead and leave a like in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.